The War on Men. Chapter 1. Modern Manhood Guide 1. Is there a cultural war on men and manhood? If you watch TV, it seems like men are fair game as jokes, buffoons and idiots. Men are made to look like stooges in sitcoms and many TV commercials. There was even a skit on some awards show that shamed and degraded white men as supposed comedy. The deal is that everyone is allowed to make fun of men, especially white men, but if men or anyone else make fun of women, blacks, etc., we're called racists, haters, and misogynists immediately. If you go online, there are a group of men and some women who have branded themselves as MRAs, men's rights activists or advocates. There's the guy who wrote the book No More Mr. Nice Guy, Robert A. Glover, which goes against my Christian upbringing to be a loving, humble person. When someone says you have to ignore the woman or treat her gruffly to get results, I don't buy it. If the woman is a bitch, a real man gets rid of her immediately. He doesn't hang around to play mind games. There are nice women who try to be good people. There are a lot of men and women who play tit-for-tat games. If you can't find a good woman, stay single. Don't settle for a bitch, then be a pussy-whipped beta man. They try to hold the guy Jordan B. Peterson who wrote the book 12 Rules for Life as some kind of masculine guru, but it's just convoluted psychobabble. Go on YouTube and watch one of his talks. He's a system-sanctioned clinical psychologist, which tells me what I need to know because all that psychology stuff is a massive fraud. I wrote a book about it called something like Psychology Mental Health Addiction Guide. In life, there are no real steps, stages, or rules to life. There is just your spirit. Everything else is bullshit. Do these rules make any sense to you? What are you supposed to do? Follow them like a robot? What is so wise about a bunch of discrete one-liners? That's how stupid people are. Something gets hyped up as wise or advanced in the mainstream media and the sheep follow. Here are his 12 steps. What exactly do they do to give you a semblance of a unified life living by your spirit? Stand up straight with your shoulders back. Treat yourself like you would someone you are responsible for helping. Make friends with people who want the best for you. Compare yourself with who you were yesterday, not with who someone else is today. Do not let your children do anything that makes you dislike them. Set your house in perfect order before you criticize the world. Pursue what is meaningful, not what is expedient. Tell the truth, or, at least, don't lie. Assume that the person you are listening to might know something you don't. Be precise in your speech. Do not bother children when they are skateboarding. Pet a cat when you encounter one on the street. There is an entire industry selling manhood information. To me, these guys are falling all over themselves trying to say they're masculine. A real man simply lives his life, doesn't seek attention, does what he does from his soul given by God. There is just you alone. If you're enlightened, you know your true nature and live by it by striving to release the natural energy inside of you almost every day. That's it. Everything else is bullshit from the world. I see a bunch of guys talking about this man movement as though they're alpha male leaders constantly striving for self-improvement, saying they're reading all this junk. A real alpha male doesn't need anyone else's BS to define him. I'm wise enough to know it's futile to argue with anyone about anything because everybody is close-minded to their point of view. You can't win. Be your own light. That's good enough. You can't change the world. There's too much evil and ego in it. The world is evil. The human race is evil. Go back to the Old Testament and read it again, or read an anthology of human history. I was listening to a YouTube channel called Scary Mysteries. If you want to see how disgusting people are, listen to those videos, most of which are non-fiction. I don't engage in Twitter wars or fight feminism. I live a good life for me day by day. I try to be nice to decent people and neutral with people I don't like. I don't fight people because I know how narcissistic and self-centered everyone is. There are a whole bunch of people who seem to be fighting feminism, anti-white supremacy, hate or something. There are tons of stuff about this men's movement online. Nobody defines me for me. I don't need to be a member of any group. I especially don't need people that I perceive to be punks or beta males spewing off dogma of what it means to be a man. I say do something constructive and get on with your life. Life is lived by individuals wherever they are. There are no sweeping movements like feminism, social justice warriors, etc. There is no massive Big Brother screen anywhere that everyone watches and gets their cues of who is cool. People destroy their lives trying to be admired by others. Live your life true to yourself. When you die, you will have lived true to yourself. Don't get on any bandwagon. The Democrats and Republicans are both corrupt parts of the same system. There are only two types of people in the world. Decent. Scumbags. Be decent. Stay away from scumbags. Be decent by following the 10 Commandments. Don't lie, steal, sleep with another person's spouse, be jealous or kill anything. If you had a real job and were doing constructive things, you wouldn't be wasting your time with all this online bickering stuff for your rights. The problem is that everyone is telling you what to do, even how to be a man. Don't listen to anyone. A real person is the artist of their own lives. If it's boring, that's your problem alone. What is neo-masculinity? rusehv.com/what-is-neo-masculinity, free ebook about being a man. Game is not giving up your masculinity to be a whining guy calling himself a feminist, pretending to sympathize with women to hopefully get laid. Just be yourself. Practice self-improvement. Be a real man. Don't worry about women, be an artist of your life. There is a lot of literature putting women down as flaky, man-hating, misandrist, feminists. I say ignore them. Live your own life. The war against men. Ways where someone is screwing men according to the YouTube channel Paul Joseph Watson and other sources. Sperm counts have significantly decreased. Phthalates feminizing boys. Very few positive masculine role models. Entertainment industry portrays men as bumbling oafs or as aggressive sexual predators. Metrosexual culture, paying attention to fashion. Feminism advances cultural Marxism which claims that oppression emerges from patriarchal society. The myth that men are paid more than women. The privilege lie. Discrimination in divorce and child custody. Masculinity is a dirty word. Domestic abuse, henpecked men. Facebook.com/paul.j.watson. Be a great man. Make people feel good. Be humble. Live by your nature. Treat women with respect. Help others. Continually push. Leader. Be dependable. Evolve. Doesn't need to fight. Is proud of what he does. Lives for a purpose. Never quits. Can laugh at himself. Takes pride in how he lives his life. Young men want to be faithful and are not, old men want to be faithless and cannot. Oscar Wilde. Learn what is truly important. Treats his woman as special. Learns from his mistakes. Does what is necessary. Thrives on life. For a man to achieve all that is expected of him, he must regard himself greater than he is. Johann Wolfgang. You cannot teach a man anything, you can only help him discover it in himself. Galileo Galilei. BBC documentary Extreme UK, Men at War. BBC documentary 2017, BBC Reggie Yates Extreme UK series. youtube.com/watch?v=ma5erweqim. This is a liberal 55-minute show about men by a guy who seems to be a feminist. He makes light of men angry at being discriminated against. The fact is that men are allowed to be discriminated against. Chapter 2. Modern Manhood Guide 2. YouTube videos, Mark Pascio, Most Men Are Chicken Shit Cowards and What Is Wrong with Men These Days. Mark Pascio created these videos. Most men are chicken shit cowards. What is wrong with men these days? Marx says that men have had the courage sucked out of them by the slavery of the state, feminism, etc. The average person would say he is too angry. He's the kind of guy who will never be invited to speak on CNN or ABC regardless of how right he is. He's not good from complacent consumer capitalism. For me, I know the world is screwed, that the human race is polluted and flawed. I feel that I have to live my own life in my creative mind and minimize contact with the many trivial, brainwashed human beings everywhere. You can't fight them. They're everywhere with their egos. They want you to apologize if you look at them for too long or anything. It's really bad. That's why enlightened people head for the woods, to get away from human pollution. Men don't have male privilege, most are order followers. Most men go to work and follow orders. Women get to pick from all the men out there as to who has the biggest wallet, who will take care of them. That's a good deal. Metrosexual and lumbersexual, fake men. There is something wrong with the new generations, not to mention all the female hormones from birth control pills in the tap water. Real men focus on real things. There are so many real problems. As soon as you cross the line into reading GQ and wanting to look sharp, you lose a big piece of your manhood in the eyes of real men. Misandry, male aggression, violence, etc. Misandry is a term for hating men. Extreme radical feminists see men having sex with women as a violent act against women. Never mind that it's natural and necessary for procreation. If you read the late Andrea Dworkin's and other feminist writings, you'll see that they regard all sex with men as exploitation. It's basically a general fear of men because of the stereotype that all men are evil dogs. Manspreading, taking up too much space in public. Mark Paccio says they're handing tickets to men on New York Transit if they sit with their legs open too much. Some people complained. They coined a term called manspreading for a guy who sits or stands in public and seemingly violates other people's space. Manslamming, bumping into men on the street. Some brave feminists go out in public and purposely bump into men, then say they're manspreading. If you walk down the street, the protocol is to stay on the far right side. If a female comes walking up and you're walking on the right side like you're supposed to, but they're walking towards you anyway, they expect you to move. It's an intimidation mind game. You don't have to move. If you're on the right side and someone comes walking up invading your right side, you have the legal right to bump into them. Some people, especially women, feel they're entitled to walk anywhere they want and men have to move for them. It's playing chicken for feminists. You can be docile and move or maintain your rightful legal path. Walk into her. Don't move for trivial people. Go low. Take a wide stance. Let them bounce off you.